All right, thanks, Michelle. A tariff dispute between the U.S. and Europe could come to a head later this week. That is, President Joe Biden plans to host a one-day summit with European officials. According to the Wall Street Journal, the two countries are at odds over Trump-era steel and aluminum tariffs. The Biden administration agreed to allow European steel and aluminum tariff imports without tariffs as long as import levels remain low. The EU also suspended retaliatory tariffs on some products from the U.S. But those tensions flared back up when Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act, with the EU frustrated over subsidies for climate-related technologies. Also complicating things, the U.S. wants Europe to add tariffs to Chinese steel, saying steel from China is causing too much supply. Now, according to one economist who specializes in trade, this all stems from the start of the trade war. Since then, tariffs between the U.S. and China have stayed at about 20% on both sides, as China continues to target agriculture.
An issue is that the United States is heavily reliant on exporting agricultural commodities to China. So we're reliant on China as a large market. Vice versa, China is not as dependent on the U.S. market for its exports. It's exporting the products all over the place. And not only that, they're engaging with companies all over the world, like, for example, in EV batteries, and to produce them across the world. And so they're really getting involved in more, diversifying their exports.
According to reports, while the EU is pushing back on the United States' request to add tariffs to Chinese steel products, EU officials could announce they're opening an investigation into China's steel industry.